Hey, everybody, it's Margo Lovett. I am back. Another episode right here. Her business, her voice, her conversation. Well, I usually do not timestamp any of the episodes, but today I'm going to let you know that we are at the top of March. Yes, March 2023. And you know what the month of March stands for. It's International Women's Month. And when we focus in on March 8th, it is International Women's Day. So, what do I have planned for you all right here? Her business, her voice, her conversation. I want to take a look at the women who have inspired me greatly, not just yesterday, but I'm talking about down through the years. So I thought we'd kick things off and have a conversation with Linda Coleman Willis. Yes, indeed. She is a success coach, a best-selling author, award-winning speaker. This lady has been on some really, really big stages. She's been around for over 17 years. So I know she knows exactly what she's talking about. She's warm, she's inviting, and we are going to talk about resilience, rebuilding, and refocusing. All of us have been there or are going to be there at one time or another. So, Dr. Jewel Diamond Taylor. Yes, yes, yes. I placed the call. Let me tell you a quick story before I introduce Dr. Jewel. I have known of these women and they've known of me loosely for some time, for years actually. And when the idea of how to create and actually put this together, this program together, I thought, oh, I would so love to have a conversation and interview with these ladies. But you know what? Nerves kick in. They are very, very busy. And I almost talked myself out of giving them a call, sending them an email. But you know what? You grit and your gumption up. There was just something that says, just ask. Something that we don't do as often as we should. Just ask. And let me tell you, I placed an ask for both of these ladies, and without deliberation, without a lot of back and forth, they said yes. And so the rest is history. You are going to hear from Linda Coleman Willis and Dr. Jewel Diamond Taylor. Dr. Taylor, she has herself an Emmy. She is an Emmy Award winner. She's an author, and she's one of the first women of color motivational speakers. When you hear Dr. Jewel, she is and I forget right off the top of my head what they call her. She has a special phrase as far as the type of doctoring that she does. Doctoring, is that a word? When you speak with Dr. Jewel Diamond Taylor, she indeed motivates you. She has her finger on the pulse of women, Black women in particular, but she's known internationally. So women is her jam. She cares about us emotionally. She cares about us physically. She cares about the total woman. So we are going to just dive in a few minutes and just talk about the state of being a woman in 2023. We've come through the pandemic. We've held things together, but where are we at mentally? Where are we physically? I can't wait for these conversations to come up. As you listen and learn, so will I. So, who else am I bringing to you all in the month of March? The one, the only, Traci DeForge. My goodness. Yes, she is a Fortune 500 business consultant. She is a colleague, a internationally recognized podcast expert, media contributor, and speaker. Can I be honest with you? I have not officially met Traci, but what I can tell you is that I do my due diligence with people, and I read, I check their footprint, their digital footprint, their print footprint, and I just am drawn to this lady. I love her range of information. It's just something about her. And I can't wait to meet her because I'm going to discover what is that thing that is drawing me to Traci besides her accomplishments. There's something about this lady, and I just had to meet her, just had to bring her onto the show. And we're going to talk about recession-proof marketing and podcasts. Now, podcasters, we started out as hobbyists maybe, and the passion never waned, but we are professional podcasters. So anytime we can get some good sage advice concerning marketing and overarching monetization and moving the needle for our podcast, then we're all there. And Traci is the lady who's going to give us that information. We're getting ready. We're talking about recession proofing. But you know what? Anytime we can get good information, and I'm saying this again, anytime we can get good sage information from someone who's been there, done that, they have a proven track record. Let's take a listen. Let's give them credence, their experience alone. Okay, can't wait to meet you, Traci. I'm going to bring back, as we say in the business, I'm going to repurpose a podcast, that a conversation that I had with another Emmy Award winner. She's actually a Vietnamese American podcaster. There was a time when she was actually a television anchor and reporter in the big market of Los Angeles, California. Yeah, she made history here by anchoring news on two stations in the same market, the LA market. People are dying to just get on one station, do something in the LA market. And Lena Nguyen, I can't wait to bring this conversation back to you. Lena Nguyen, she was gracious. And she's another one, said yes, because I made the ask. She said yes to sitting down, and we had a conversation about her reinvention, how she was able to transform her life at the height of her career, past age 40. So there's a lot of meat in these conversations. There's a lot of celebrating in these conversations that I'm bringing to you throughout the month of March. And we're going to kick everything off March the 10th with the very first conversation with this stellar lineup that has me so mesmerized and tongue-tied. And these ladies are definitely worth a shout out. They are worth a listen because they inspired and continue to inspire me. They are teachers. They are women that you need to pay attention to. All right. So, International Women's Day is March the 8th. It is a global holiday. And I want to know what people are doing around the globe. How are women celebrating? How are they informing? How are they teaching? How are they utilizing their voices around the globe? So I'm going to tune in to the World Bank. They have a lineup of activities that they're going to bring to all of us upon that day. And I just want to listen in and hear what other people are talking about, how they're celebrating, what they're doing. That's just one resource that I'm bringing to you, the World Bank. If you're aware of another place where another resource where we can tune in and join in, video, audio, but we can reach in and join in with other women and men and celebrate International Women's Day, where we can get behind some of the causes that are near and dear to our hearts, those things that are not just known for a few of us, but known to the vast majority of us. Then let me know. Just go ahead and give me an email. Go on over to my website, gobeyondtheinterview.com. I think it's on the first page. There's a contact box there. Just go ahead and hit that box and fill in the information and let me know what other resources we can turn to so that we can join in with the global stage and celebrate International Women's Day. Maybe you are hosting something. Once again, go over to my website, gobeyondtheinterview.com, and go to the contact box and let me know what's going on, okay? Another resource that I really want to share with you is a podcast. Yes, I am not afraid to share the works of other women who are doing stuff that are going to is moving the needle. And I'm talking about the podcast, Female Founders from WomELLE. It is a fabulous podcast that's hosted by Naghilia Desravines. And I know that she started doing this. Some people say, I'm shy. I can't interview people. I can't talk to other people. I know that Naghilia, she's not trained in this. She has an MBA in business. And this was not her wheelhouse, but she made it her wheelhouse. And it is so good. It's about female founders and their journey. I think she has something like 80 episodes banked. So if you want inspiration, you're thinking about becoming an entrepreneur. Maybe you've hit a brick wall and you're wondering, how do I keep going? How are others doing this? And believe you me, as an entrepreneur, you will hit a wall. You will get to the place where you're going to wonder, how in the heck do I keep going? How do I maintain my mindset? How do I maintain my passion? I'm sure that if you go over there to Female Founders, the podcast that is hosted by Naghilia Desravines, you're going to find the inspiration and the information that you need. And of course, you can always tune back into Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation. Don't forget, we are a resource also, celebrating International Women's Month and International Women's Day. We're just going to pop up and be seen everywhere, commenting, supporting. We're even going to do some recording that day. We're going to do some in-house recordings that day, and we'll share them with you. So that's what's up. Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation. I do want to give a shout out and a big thanks to the women of the mob. They are phenomenal women. That is a mastermind that I am part of. And those women they ground me. They put up with me. They hold me accountable. They see the best in me. They see me, they hear me. And I want you guys to know, I see you, I hear you, and I appreciate you greatly. Elaine Fluker, you probably don't even know this, but you and your podcast and your book, Support is Sexy, will always be my go-to reference. Always, 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 because too many times we don't ask. Too many times we don't feel as though we need support, when as females, we do. And as Elaine Fluker says, support is sexy. And I just want to end on this note. It's okay to want help. It's okay to want to. That's where the gold is at in relationships, collaborations. So do me a favor. This is the call to action. I want you to think about the women who have influenced you greatly. And I want you to do a shout out. I want you to put their hashtag them. I want you to put their name there, do an article on them. I want you to find them and add them into a blog. I want you to shout them out and share them on your podcast. But if everyone hashtags or it shares their people, the women who have really grounded them, who have helped them, the women who are special in their lives, to their businesses, to their mental health, to their mindset, to their forward movement. If we all over the globe, if every day we could go over on LinkedIn or Facebook, or we tune into our favorite podcast throughout the month of March, if we can be made aware of these women, do you know how rich that would be? I'm starting it right here. I just feel such a need to be grateful for the women that my God has placed into my life. A lot of them there, and I won't be able to call the names and recognize everybody, but I tell you what, using this platform, my voice, this is my business, podcasting, and through conversation, I want to highlight the folks who make a difference. So you do that. I'm doing it. You do the same. How rich will this month really, really be? Let's break some records. Let's break some hearts with gratitude. Okay. Enough. I'm Margo Lovett. Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation. Stick with me all the month of March. Pop in often, because I might even have a few surprises that I can't tell you about right now. It's all about International Women's Month. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. And be sure to share this out. That's your second call to action. All right. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Margo Lovett here, her business, her voice, her conversation, as I was preparing my podcast for International Women's Month, which is all of March. It came to my mind, we really have to celebrate the women in our lives who have inspired us, who motivate us, who teach, who speak to our very lives, our mental health, our personal lives, our businesses, those who impact us, who are our North Star. We have so many women in our lives that need to be celebrated. Until I want to issue a challenge each and every day, the month of March. Let's take time to hashtag the name of a woman who's inspired, motivated, taught, who is just the cat's meow in your life. Maybe they don't even know that they are, but they are. Let's include them also. If we as a global community just share these names by way of a podcast, well, hashtag their name. We can invite them to our podcast. We can invite them and let them guest on our television shows, add them to our magazines, add them to our articles, add them to all of our social media content. We can be very creative in how we just say thank you for being my North Star. That's exactly what I'm doing. All of March, I'm bringing in folks who have inspired me. And a few of them don't even know the depth of that inspiration and that motivation. So if we all do that, won't that be beautiful? I mean, the energy and the exchange of it all, the month of March, and the evergreen positioning of these folks, they are worth it. They are so worth it. And you may be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see your name somewhere in some of these hashtags, somewhere on some of these posts where you've inspired others. So that's the challenge. I hope that you're up for it because I know that I am. I came up with a hashtag that I want to use, celebrate the one, because though some of us will celebrate a group of people, we'll see them as one individual. So hashtag celebrate the one. I hope that you're up for the challenge all of the month of March. I'm Margo Lovett. Podcast, her business, her voice, her conversation. Let's do this and let's show our gratitude. Bye-bye.